Be sure to get your copy of the April issue of Mohawk Valley Living magazine. It's our biggest issue yet, filled with local art, music, history, food, and family fun, including the new Mohawk Valley Adventure Club, available at hundreds of locations. The Steet Ponte Auto Group in Herkimer and Yorkville and Turnbull Insurance Service since 1866 present Mohawk Valley Living, exploring the arts, culture, and heritage of our region.
Good morning and welcome to Mohawk Valley Living. I am here in the heart of Clinton, New York on West Park Row at the Village Crossing. We have a jam-packed show for you today, so stay tuned.
It was a boom town around here when Gillette stepped off that train. Canals flowing, hops growing, new towns being raised. There were fortunes to be made, he was a well-dressed one-man show. A tail spinner, a heart winner with a lusty ego. It was a boom town around here.
The Mohawk Valley Living TV show is now a monthly program that will air 6 times every week at the regular times. Look for a brand new show to premiere the first Sunday of every month. Our first stop this week, as usual, is the always interesting and educational Oneida County Historical Society in Utica. A fascinating story in our April magazine by director Brian Howard is about the life cycle of Utica's Erie Canal.
Well, in the early part of the 20th century, the original Erie Canal, which had been expanded one time already during the 19th century, had pretty much outlived its usefulness. The state was interested, though, in maintaining a canal, and that led to the construction of what became the New York State Barge Canal between 1905 and 1918. What to do with the Erie, which ran through downtown Utica and through, of course, a lot of other towns in the region. Utica decided to fill in the canal and make it a thoroughfare, and that is now today's Oriskany Boulevard. Well, the canal's legacy is all over downtown Utica. That city would simply not exist were it not for the canal. I mean, this was a small outpost that was reliant upon the Mohawk River for trade and commerce before the canal came through. And it's no accident that the city was founded as a city in 1832, just 7 years after the completion of the canal. The canal spurred growth not only of Utica, but of Rome, of all of upstate New York, and it really opens up the West to migration, to commerce, to new ideas. It's hard to overestimate its impact on the region. So that's the legacy of the Erie Canal. The growth of this entire region goes right back to that one transportation artery.
Be sure to read Brian Howard's article, From Packet Boats to Packards, Utica's Erie Canal Transformation, in the April issue of Mohawk Valley Living magazine. Available now at our advertisers' locations and always online at mohawkvalleyliving.com. Don't forget that you can read Mohawk Valley Living magazine on your smartphone or tablet. It's also a great way to share the Mohawk Valley with friends and relatives outside the area. I'm making this valley my own. The Steet Ponte Auto Group is proud to bring Mohawk Valley Living to you each week, serving the Utica area and the Valley with outstanding customer service. In Yorkville at Steet Ponte Ford Lincoln Mazda, Steet Ponte Volkswagen, and Steet Toyota Scion. And in Herkimer at Steet Ponte Chevrolet. Stop in and see why it's so easy to do business with Steet Ponte. You go the extra mile for your small business and should expect the same from your insurance company. For over 140 years, Turnbull Insurance Service has been committed to local small business. For your commercial coverage, turn to the company ready to go that extra mile. Turn to Turnbull. Melrose Supermarket is your family hometown market, known for their choice hand-cut meats, homemade breads, and fresh pastas and salads. Check out the weekly specials at Melrose Supermarket, East Main Street in Frankfort.
I love Mohawk Valley Living.
I love Mohawk Valley Living.
I love Mohawk Valley Living.
We love Mohawk Valley Living.
I love Mohawk Valley Living.
Design it your way at Adirondack Furniture. Whether you're looking for furniture for your bedroom, living room, or dining room, you get to choose your style, wood type, finish, fabric, and hardware. American Made gives you the freedom of choice. Shop Adirondack Furniture for the best quality and price for solid wood furniture made in the USA. Ask about 0% financing and free delivery. Adirondack Furniture, Riverside Center, North Utica, and online at AdirondackHomeFurniture.com. A final gift to celebrate and thank your pet for years of joy. Forget-Me-Not Pet Memorialization and Cremation Services by Yakovotzy Funeral Home provides immediate response and dignified aftercare services for your pet. Call 219-5602. Let the Village Crossing help you put it all together with colorful spring fashion shoes and accessories designed to delight. Spring is in at the Village Crossing in Clinton. Hamilton College Performing Arts presents Masterworks Chorale and Symphoria. G. Roberts Kolb conducts the Masterworks Chorale and the Hamilton College Choir Tuesday, April 28th at 7:30 p.m. at the Wellen Hall Schambach Center for Music and the Performing Arts at Hamilton College.
When the weekend comes, head on down the road. Everybody's tense, mind goes set to explode. They got a jukebox that plays fast and loud. I'm gonna
Special thanks to Turnbull Insurance Service and Mark and Jim Turnbull. Their continued support makes the show possible. On May 2nd and 3rd, the Destination Create Festival will be held again in Deansboro. Many of the vendors are busy preparing for the event, including seamstress Mare Clary of Utica, owner of Jewel of Denial and creator of the whimsical Sockingtons.
They're made out of socks, socks and polyfill, and some have button eyes, some just are made with embroidery thread, but that's it. That's all they're made out of. They started with monsters, and then people asked me if I could make other things, animals, horses, cats, dogs, and they've just grown from there. I've made octopuses and dinosaurs and fish and you name it, I've made them. Yeah, there's toe socks, they're made into monsters, so yeah.
And do you get attached to them? Is that where the names come from?
Yes, yeah. My family all have, they're all made out of, you know, the socks.
Oh,
yeah.
You mean you call them your family?
Yes. Oh, I talk to them. I talk to them sometimes, yeah.
You can meet Mare and her colorful menagerie of Sockingtons at the Destination Create Festival May 2nd and 3rd in Deansboro. No one is busier preparing for the event than the event coordinator, Crystal Murray. We caught up with her at her shop in Clinton, Signature 81.
Coming up is the second annual Destination Create Festival, May 2nd and 3rd. We're really excited. We have artisans market, we have food, we have creative workshops, we have a lot going on. Okay, we have painters, we have photographers, we have sewers, we have crafters, we have a wide range of artisans.
All local?
All local. They're all in New York State. We have a few that are a couple hours away, but we try to stay as local as we could.
Be sure to mark your calendars and attend the Destination Create Festival May 2nd and 3rd. This annual juried show will fill and spill out of the 7,000 square foot barn at MKJ Farm in Deansboro. Looking for some high-octane entertainment? Be sure to catch one of the Central New York roller derby bouts this season. We caught up with the team during practice at the JFK Arena in Rome, where longtime derby girl Slay West took a minute from warm-ups to reminisce and explain the sport.
Central New York Roller Derby was founded in December 2007, so we are entering our 7th season at home, and we're really excited. So I just started my 8th year, so my 7th anniversary was last month. I started because I was a lifelong athlete, and I hadn't played in probably 4 years since I graduated from college, and I was looking for a new athletic activity, and it's definitely fun to do one where you can hit people, since usually in women's and girls athletics you don't have that opportunity. There's 5 players on each team on the track. One is the point scorer. They wear a star helmet cover, and they get 1 point for every person on the opposing team that they lap. 2 30-minute periods broken down into up to 2-minute jams. It's really exciting to see women from all different walks of life being able to play a full contact sport, and having had the opportunity to start maybe when they were in their 30s and not something that they've necessarily done as a child.
Be sure to catch all the action at a CNY roller derby bout at the JFK Arena in Rome at 4:30 on Saturday, April 18th, Saturday, May 30th, and Saturday, June 13th. Find their complete schedule at cnyrollerderby.com.
Sitting here, I watch the world go by. Watching all the things they will wave goodbye.
Be sure to get your copy of the April issue of Mohawk Valley Living magazine. It's our biggest issue yet, filled with local art, music, history, food, and family fun, including the new Mohawk Valley Adventure Club, available at hundreds of locations. Make your reservations for the Rome Hospital Foundation's 2015 fashion show Friday, May 1st. You'll have fun enjoying cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and a fashion show, all while supporting a great cause, the Women's Health and Early Detection Services at Rome Memorial Hospital. Call 338-7181 for tickets to the Rome Hospital Foundation's fashion show at the Beaches in Rome, Friday, May 1st. The Steet Ponte Auto Group is proud to bring Mohawk Valley Living to you each week, serving the Utica area and the Valley with outstanding customer service. In Yorkville at Steet Ponte Ford Lincoln Mazda, Steet Ponte Volkswagen, and Steet Toyota Scion. And in Herkimer at Steet Ponte Chevrolet. Stop in and see why it's so easy to do business with Steet Ponte. The Fenimore Art Museum in Cooperstown opens its 2015 season with 6 exciting new exhibits, including Marc Chagall's Magic Flute, Colorama, and the 20th anniversary of the Thaw Collection of American Indian Art. Visit FenimoreArtMuseum.org for more details on this great new season. You'll also find a $2 off coupon for admission to the Fenimore Art Museum in Cooperstown.
Welcome to the Little Falls Antique Center in the shops at 25 West. Come on in and browse thousands of unique items that change on a daily basis. Shop for yourself or for someone else. We're open every day from 10 to 5. We look forward to your visit here at historic Canal Place in Little Falls.
Tom's Natural Foods is your connection to local farms for natural and organic fruits and vegetables, meats, eggs, cheeses, and other milk products at Tom's Natural Foods in Clinton, naturally.
The people you know, the rock you love, and more songs per hour. 92.7 FM, The Drive, Central New York's locally owned independent rock station.
Alpaca Gardens has the largest selection of the finest alpaca clothing and products in Central New York. The store has doubled in size and features hundreds of sweaters for men, women, and children starting at just $39.95. There are also dozens of styles of soft alpaca socks in a rainbow of colors, including therapeutic socks to aid circulation. Shop Alpaca Gardens, open Monday through Saturday at 27 West Main Street in Little Falls, across from Fall Hill Bead and Gem.
That's when I raise my hands and point to the ceiling. It makes everything alright. And I'm standing here, just made my decision.
The Oneida County Public Market begins its summer season Saturday, May 16th from 9 to 1 and every Saturday throughout the summer. Look for our guide to all the local farmers markets in our upcoming May issue. A great family activity all year round, and especially during the cold winter and muddy spring, is bowling. For over 70 years, the State Bowling Center in Ilion has been hosting leagues, parties, and family outings. For nearly 60 of those years, the bowling center has been owned and operated by the Brown family.
Well, the bowling center was built in 1941. It opened in September of 41. My family bought it in August of 57. And I've been with the center since 69 when I graduated from college. Well, my father, we had an ice cream stand, a newsstand, and a realtor that he knew said, Bill, that bowling center would be a good venture for you. My father had never bowled before. He bought it, and it's been in the family ever since. My father needed help in 69. I wanted to have some money in case I met the right girl to buy a ring. And so I earned some money, found the girl, her name was Corvette, and I still have her too. So I've been here ever since helping my family. And then my wife and I bought it in 97. Cosmic bowling, well, it's for kids and adults, mainly for kids. That's what we get the largest participation from. And it's just loud music, flashing lights, and a good time for the kids. Anybody can do it. The game has changed a bit. We have bumpers now that little kids don't get gutter balls. It's the largest participation sport in the U.S. So, you know, it's just people can get out and enjoy family time together.
Take the family out for some great family fun. The State Bowling Center is open 7 days a week with Cosmic Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. Located at 17 East State Street in Ilion. Find our guide to local bowling alleys in this month's issue of Mohawk Valley Living magazine. Just down the street, in nearby Mohawk, is another longtime local establishment. The Mohawk Village Market serves the valley with a full line of groceries and their custom-cut meats at their popular deli in the back of the store.
This building was built in the late 60s, and we've owned it since 1989, my wife and I. A lot of people don't like big packages. They can pick out their meat, and it's not all packaged, so I think that's an advantage for a lot of people. Oh, all kinds of soups, salads. We do a macaroni potato salad. We do all kinds of soups to, you know, I'll just warm up and heat them up, and you got yourself a meal. So. Well, we kind of like it. It's, you know, we're getting to where we want to try to get out someday, but right now it's fine. We enjoy it.
Next, we head to Herkimer and the Herkimer County Historical Society to follow up on the Fort Dayton archaeological dig that took place last summer. The search has yet to uncover evidence of the elusive fort, but they have uncovered some fascinating artifacts.
The dig took place over the months of July and August of 2014, and we had about 40 volunteers here in our backyard, and we did about 5 different test holes. Well, actually, they weren't test holes, but we had 4 different holes that we dug, and the one produced a well, which we had no idea there was a well in our backyard. We found a soap dispenser, Nathan White stoneware jug. We found a lot of medicine bottles, medical equipment. We found part of a Bunsen burner. Dr. Suter owned the property, and he was a medical doctor here until 1925 when he died. And we don't know who threw everything into the well, but it all belonged to Dr. Suter. And we have about 200 to 300 medicine bottles. We have clay pipes and stem bowls, little pieces of them. We were actually trying to find Fort Dayton, but instead we found Dr. Suter's well.
Back in Clinton, we stop at the home studio of artist Mary Loy. She is well known for her large, colorful, and thought-provoking paintings. Although she is technically a painter, she sees herself as a drawer first.
I love drawing. I really draw. Sometimes I draw with color. So that's the paint is secondary. Well, I feel strongly about it, and I want to say something about it. I think it's important, and I can't write, so. Well, I think war and peace and women's issues and racial issues, things that are currently troubling us today. Well, I think, I hope they appreciate it as a piece of art, you know, as a painting or a drawing, whatever it is. And if secondarily, if they get the message, that's good too. Well, it's something we have to do. You know, you just have to work in your studio. You have to paint and draw.
You can see Mary Loy's exhibit, Point of View, on display through April 25th at the Other Side Gallery, located at 2011 Genesee Street in Utica. Read about her in the April issue of Mohawk Valley Living magazine, available at hundreds of advertiser locations.
At the end of a dusty road stands a young man all alone under an old oak tree.
When planning your family's future, turn to the principles of the past. Turn to Turnbull. Turnbull Insurance Service is an independent agency representing the most dependable companies for all your insurance needs, as well as complete financial planning and wealth management. Call today for a free assessment. Your mother is one of a kind. This Mother's Day, give her a gift as unique as she is from Clinton Jewelers. An engraved gemstone family tree makes an elegant gift she will cherish forever. Or a beautiful mother-grandmother pin with golden hearts and gemstones representing her children and grandchildren. Shop Clinton Jewelers for memorable Mother's Day gifts. The Newport Marketplace is a new kind of Main Street with over 40 vendors of antiques, primitives, and country chic, and handcrafted art, jewelry, and Amish baskets. New items arriving daily at the Newport Marketplace on Route 28, just 20 minutes from Utica, Little Falls, and the Valley. Meelan's Meat Market is your meat headquarters, featuring low-salt, low-fat smoked ham and store-made kielbasa. Every hot dog, beef patty, and sausage is made by Bob Meelan himself. You'll find everything from store-made meats to fresh salads and tabbouleh at Meelan's Meat Market in Clark Mills.
Your news, talk, and sports authority. Talk Radio, AM 1450, WKAL, Rome, Utica.
I, R.A. Dudrak, the Window King, invite you to visit our showroom in Holland Patent, or we'll come to your home by appointment. We've been installing replacement windows for over 45 years. Keep your palace cool in the summer and warm in the winter by adding new windows. Many styles and selections to choose from. Bay, bow, garden, and double hung, single hung, and slider windows. The Window King also introduces color replacement windows. So take a short drive to R.A. Dudrak, Holland Patent, and tell them the Window King sent you.
Expecting company? Just call Deansborough Superette. They prepare delicious Middle Eastern platters for any number of guests. Call 841-4377. If you're in a collision, you need precision. Call your insurance company first and then choose Precision Unlimited, providing expert auto body collision repair since 1987 on Route 5 in Clinton.
Big one walking down the avenue. Thought a while he was on his way.
Utica was once the heart of New York State manufacturing. Although times have changed, there are still many long-established companies that still thrive. Pacemaker Steel on Main Street in Utica will soon celebrate its 50th anniversary.
Pacemaker Steel was started in 1956 by F. Eugene Romano. He started the business on Lincoln Ave, and he started with tool steels for the machine shop industry back in that era. And in the late 50s, early 60s, he expanded his inventory into cold finish bar, aluminum bar, and plate. We were one of the first Reynolds distributors in New York State. And in the late 60s, he purchased a competitor in Binghamton. And then in 1969, he purchased this company, which was Charles Millar, which at the time did mechanical piping supplies and structural steel, which you see in this facility here. This job, we're cutting bare pipe, 1.25" bare pipe, 14-inch pieces, and they're going to a fabricator just north of Albany, and they're making lifting clamps for concrete that's going in the Tappan Zee Bridge, and we're cutting about 30,000 of these pieces for them. We have 90 employees with our 3 locations in Binghamton, Utica, and Rochester, and we have employees that have been here over 50 years. Myself is almost 30 years. We have a great family atmosphere here at Pacemaker. We offer very good benefits. We have a wonderful retirement plan here, and it's just a wonderful business, and we've grown it dramatically, and it's just a fun place to work.
That's when I raise my hands and point to the ceiling. It makes everything.
We head to the village of New Hartford, where we are joined by one of our magazine writers, Melinda Carastory, for lunch at Giorgio's Village Cafe. The place is bustling. It's good that they moved next door to a larger space a couple years ago. Owner and chef George Fratazio's longtime experience in the food industry keeps the place running smoothly.
It all began probably 36 years ago. I was working for Great American. I was a meat cutter. And I had to pay for my boat. I used to go around to other local restaurants to cut their veal for them. In them days, it came in saddles. Not like today, it comes in little packages. And one day I was working for Richie Scamardo on Seneca Turnpike. I was laid off from Great American, and I worked for him for 2 months. And I says, Richie, Great American called me back. He says, well, what are they paying you, Georgie? And I says, you know, X amount of dollars. And he goes, well, I'll double that. And I've been cooking ever since. And that's how my career really started. What I learned over the years, like I told you earlier in the dining room, you have to use the finest ingredients. If you use great ingredients, you can't go wrong. Best tomatoes, the best fillets, just anything you buy the best, you're going to be the best. We expanded, we came from next door, and my cousin Judy decorated this place. We want to look like a Soho, Manhattan kind of atmosphere. And so I'm introducing a lot of nice seafood specials, a lot of broccoli wraps, just things that like, and our travels, we catch up a lot of great ideas. Especially we have a vast new wine menu coming in also. And you know, and I'm very lucky because I have a great crew. My help is, you know, you're only as good as your crew too. And I've got people with me for 16, 17 years. So that just shows you a little bit. And I'm really, really blessed with having great people working for me.
We are here in the heart of downtown New Hartford at a traditional place to eat. We're at Giorgio's. Now I've had my favorite thing, veal, at many different places that I've gone throughout the Mohawk Valley, but never have I had something called veal Neptune. It is absolutely off the charts. The veal is topped with Maryland blue crab and melted mozzarella. To die for.
From Giorgio's, we stroll around the village. It's a great shopping destination for women, including the Lindsay Lane Boutique for new women's clothing, and out back, the Village Basement for consignment. For over 15 years, the Village Basement has been popular for clothing, shoes, jewelry, and household items. Well, it's been almost 10 minutes since lunch, so Richard Sweettooth is calling. It guides us up the street from Giorgio's to a colorful window promising goodies inside.
We strolled down from Giorgio's to Sugar Babe's Cupcakes LLC and Christine's Cookie Shop. It's quite a mouthful. Speaking of quite a mouthful, you should come here and try their cookies because they are out of this world.
What about the cupcakes?
And the cupcakes too.
While exploring the village of New Hartford, we hear guitar music coming from Carmen Caramonica's music studio. This well-known local musician and member of the Carmen Caramonica Jazz Trio traveled with some well-known national performers in the 70s and 80s, and has taught a few of today's famous musicians as well.
Okay, well, I first started out as a professional musician with Lou Rawls, the jazz and blues singer. He's since passed away. Then from there, I went on to work for Raquel Welch. She had a stage show. And then I went to work for Tony Orlando. It was mostly touring. We did casino cities, arenas, television shows. I did some movie score work with these people. And it was the life of a traveling musician for about 25 years. I later retired from that to come home and teach full time. Well, I was lucky enough to teach Joe Bonamassa for a short time, and he's a world famous guitarist. And another fellow right from New Hartford here, Tom Gosson, is in the band Gloriana, and they're doing very well, opening for Taylor Swift and worldwide tours. And another buddy of mine, student who became my friend, Charlie Frichtel, who's worked everybody from Chuck Mangione to all kinds of different people. So I started teaching when I was 14 years old, and I loved it. I come from a family of teachers. My daughter's a reading teacher, her husband's a music teacher, my sister was a college professor, my brother taught physical education. It goes on and on. So teaching is a very noble profession, and I loved it. It happened to be lucky enough to be combined with music, which I also love.